Righty-ho, we're back. So I just finished. Maya got a level up as well, by the way. So I got her accurate wound and shot. He got the post. I got greatly on hands, and she got focus. Take concentration to start a battle. Oh, I love little puppies sometimes with little pins and butts. So, tasks at hand. I was going to go see the prince, wasn't I? See if that's good enough yet to... get me to talk to him? No, probably better not to. So, I'll go to the ship, because I don't think there's any quests in here to do. Apart from Palagina's and the Sacred Stair. But we're still waiting for Jyoti to leave, so... Oh, hang on, Jyoti's quest for the lantern updated. Okay, so just keep gathering souls with her. Anything to say about that, Jyoti? Adrift in awakened dreams, Jyoti sways on her feet, sweating, muscles quivering, she whimpers low in her throat. Jostle her out of it. Jyoti groans, slow to rouse. At first she hunches in on herself, then tension eases from her muscles as she stands straighter, confused, her eyes study her face.
Reckon that's the first time I ever bore witness to my own demise. It was... not pretty. Never woke with such a driving need for reaping before. It's making my hands shake.
Maybe your desire to Abby killed someone close to us. What the fuck am I suggesting to her? Takeo, she needs you. She does not like you, Takeo. She might actually go for that one. I mean, Europe, you know the presage we can. Whatever your visions can offer us. Presage, right. Didn't the cleansing work? You losing your light to darkness. Rekindle it with helping the living. Didn't the cleansing work?
It did for a while, but then it wore off. All this essence I've gathered. It soaked the blessing right up. Left me with hardly none.
You're losing your light to darkness. Rekindle it by helping the living. She sucks in a deep breath.
You sound like my high priestess Samhain. She never shuts up about the living, when she ought to worry more about the dead. Seems the more souls I gather, the better I see Gaun's will. And the less I get a wink of sleep.
Maybe I should release the souls you're holding then.
Well, sure, I mean to. Eventually. Us Gaunites, we're supposed to shepherd lost souls, not just gather them. The harvesting's only the first part. If I were to dump the souls, it might make me dream less, like before. Or, darn it, who knows. Maybe it'd just make it all worse. Either way, I've got to find my purpose.
I love Maya like that for being dutiful.
Will you help me, Watcher?
No flirting. Yes.
I was hoping you might would. Sometimes I feel like, with you by my side, I can stand against gods.
We'll find an Adravane and release the burden. It's the best way to ensure the souls reach to the beyond.
It'll need to be a potent source to overpower the draw of my lantern. It's gotta be luminous, for sure. That's one problem solved. But what about the itty-bitty issue regarding the god of rebirth not actually being in hell? The souls will make it safely, But who's to see to their proper reseeding? This is a huge risk of Aora's balance. You really trust Malgrin not to rebirth Aethasians as warriors of the flame? Think Galawain won't be greedy? Gone aside, the gods' past actions don't instill me with the greatest confidence.
What else would you propose?
Normally, I'd simply safekeep him until the god of rebirth could return to hell. But you're right. I ought to deliver as many souls to hell as I can before it's too late. We need to empty my lantern right away. Gods, but you're clever. This is why Gon directed me into your path. I just know it.
Well, you certainly ain't clever then. She nods once before turning away. Right, okay. Port Magi, under the arena, yes. Highland Temple and Nikataka, where the Animancers are. Well, that's the closest one, so... But we'd like to have Palagina along for that bit. So... Oh yeah, I was going to take Rum Dum out and put the mother in as a extra. And we've got some ale to put up. So we'll leave by sea. We'll change people to get Paladin in the party and take out Aleph out because he won't like me giving the souls to Animancers. But he's really got to get over his hatred of Animancers. Just because he used to be a Leaden Key doesn't mean they are all bad. Right. We'll take Palagino with her, who is just going to look at someone and they're going to get terrified. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to have Palagino look at anybody who comes near us. We'll be like, Palagino, you see that guy there trying to rob us? Yes, Watcher. Right, so there's a pillar there, but we can't use that one. We have to go up to the top. Okay. Palagina, that guy's looking at us badly, and you want to go look at him badly. Yes, Watcher. Palagina is fun at times.
No problem.
We've got Palagina here as well, so we can talk to Flonalet now.
This luminous Audra ought to be able to take my souls, Watcher. What do you say?
Not now. Let's talk to Flon and see if she'll take the souls. From unkempt hair to agitated pacing, Flonalet gives off the air of restrained chaos. She waves you over a few quick motions.
Siere Palagina, here to watch us work? Or are you finally going to let me strap you down to a table?
Ado Sere. Respectfully, I must decline.
You don't mind if I talk and work, do you? What can I do for you?
You work here?
Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Lets our mages have a rest now and then. Good test of the equipment too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft.
Judy has some souls she'd like to give you.
Lack might be a strong word for it, but I'll do it. If you can meet my conditions.
Sorrowfully, she crosses her arms over her chest.
It's a thoughtful gift? But why? What has brought this on?
Gon has shown me the coming end. Darkness will fall upon hell, beginning an extended season of death with no rebirth for any of us.
Alright, I knew I shouldn't have asked. How do you fit into this?
Jyoti's crazy, but I'm sure you can use the essence for something. Jyoti sees the end times through God-given visions and dreams. She's a soul reaper. She can gather our souls in her lantern and deliver them regularly to you. Well, I want to end up with the wheel still being in one piece. But this is the best thing for Jyoti right now. Judy's a soul reaper. She can guard lost souls into her lantern and deliver them to you regularly.
But only if you promise to treat them well. Ensure their cycles continue in the natural manner.
Right. You do realize that the essence isn't actually a... Never mind. Thank you, Shorty. I promise to treat them with dignity. We can... put them in this device over here.
One last thing. How much is this gonna hurt? No, wait. Don't even tell me. Just lead the way.
Shoulder squared, Jyoti stalks up to the gleaming copper Narja repository.
You ready for this grand merger of faith and science? Animancers, if you got any energy vision goggles, you might want to don them now. And if anyone's afraid of a little light show, I'd suggest you take a healthy step back.
She rubs her hands together and rubs her palms against her hips. She snatches up her lantern eagerly. Ready, she wriggles her shoulders and pops her neck, stands subtly widening. I'm ready to be impressed. Just be careful, please. Or enough for the modesty, let's go on with. Yeah, be careful, please. Flushing prettily, she glances over her shoulder just long enough to blow you a sloppy, wet-looking kiss. Oh,
As long as
God.
you're watching my back, I'll be fine.
No, I didn't mean you for her. Shit. I was just being concerned for her, but whatever. She exhales those last words. She presses one palm flat to the cool expanse of the gem-like growth. Fingers trembling like a firework going off. The light from her lantern flares blindingly bright. Electricity, no. Hypercharged soul energy whipped across the air, lashing open Jyoti's skin. Travelling the pathway of 1,000 branching veins and capillaries. The strike bursts Jyoti bloody from the face to neck and arms and lower. She screams, her voice a secondary crack across the sky. Release the souls.
Swear to the gods, I'm trying.
The words rattle from between clenched teeth, ripped from her convulsing body, but she doesn't let go of the ardor that's searing her palm. The lantern trembles so violently that it nearly cracks, but then a massive wave of purple essence rushes from the lantern. It swirls up and around the Arja, crashing along the glimmering surface before being sucked inside. The Arja pulses brighter, then darker, then even brighter, blinding. There's a howling, then the Arja cracks, and a jagged shard tumbles to the ground.
Ugh, son of a god's darn motherless cur! That hurt worse than a back-to-back whooping from Uncle Angbert's quarterstaff. Hell! And I only gotta do it again and again on cycle until the day I die?
Serving one's god was easy, everyone would do it.
I never did want to take the easy route. I'll keep reaping more souls then. Do my duty till I fall to dirt and bones. Never you worry, though. I'll see to dumping my lantern in the future on my own. Thank you for finding me a way to handle my burden. Even if it does involve the occasional jolt of pain.
You gain the luminous Arja mantle, which is used for upgrading her lantern. Chest heaving, Jyoti scrabbles for the Arja shard embedded in the ground. The crystal slick with blood from her palm, she shoves it in her pocket and then she shakes her head.
Darn if I don't feel so light I could float away.
That looked like it hurt.
Never felt anything so painful in my whole life. I don't know if this is what God planned for me, but I'd like to think we did right by these souls. We're bringing light to the darkness, ensuring spring follows the coming fall.
The Palagina didn't like her religiousness, but she likes her duty, so it's kind of a mixed bag for Palagina and Jyoti, but whatever. That is Jyoti done with now, her quest, as far as I know. Right.
Happy to oblige. Well, hey, tell me what's on your mind.
How you feeling? Have any recent nightmares?
Not a one. Thanks to you, I'm sleeping like a
Hey!
babe.
Settle down, boy.
Better even. I never knew nothingness could feel so warm and so nice.
Sounds like a heavy weight was lifted from your shoulders.
More like from my mind. No matter what comes to pass in the days and nights ahead, I won't forget who it was that brought me relief from the dreams. And the crush of the souls I'd acquired. I'm glad we talked.
It's how come our quest isn't ending?
Got it.
Alright, okay, so... Don't mind if I do. Now we should go... well, we'll keep Jyoti in the party for us now. No, we want to get our long ranger in. And... Palagina does not do long range. She's set up to have fighter stances and... yeah, Zealous Endurance as well. But we'll keep her on accuracy for us now. And we'll activate Zealous Endurance once we get the upgrade that gives her the healing. So 2 will be healing everywhere all the time. But we'll take the extra accuracy for us now. Palagina's got a fuck ton more health than me anyway. I've got the lowest health out of everybody, I'm the paladin. She's got Milk, not a Milk Kick, Knockdown, so she can knock fools in their asses. Wrath of the Five Sons, Sworn Enemy, and Eternal Devotion. So she's got the Flames upgrade that goes for more burn damage. Which goes well for her because she is actually better as an attacker than a healer. So we want to remove Jyoti from the party even though our quest is actually complete. I'll check if there's some kind of bug there afterwards. And then we'll come back to see Flonelette afterwards to do her quest. Especially for the newly charged up fucking... So we need to get rid of Jyoti. We'll go out that door because that's closest to the exit. And... yeah, Alof in the party or Takehu, but Takehu is rubbing Maya the wrong way, which is not good. So Takehu can't be in the party with Maya. We could have Alof and Takehu. Of course.
I know someone who works in this tower. An animancer named Giacomo. I'd like to see him if we could.
Giacomo, okay. Don't see why not.
Agrasima. It should not take long. I have not seen him in many years and I wanted to thank him.
You feeling all right, Palagina? You sure you don't mean yell at him?
When I was a girl, he visited me in the academy. He was studying godlike. Studying what was in our souls that made us different from other Keith. He found something in me. Something that resonated like a chime when he held an instrument near me. He said it was like this for all godlike. Different chimes resonating for different types.
Tap your chest, sounds familiar.
But you are not godlike.
Something Berev gave me when I was in the Beyond. She scrutinizes you, trying to determine your meaning. After a pause, she nods and continues.
In any case, he told me it was what was causing my body to change. I begged him to remove it.
Does that mean I'll become godlike? A death godlike eventually, because she's given me the same chime as a death godlike?
He refused at first, saying it was impossible. When I told him I would kill myself if he didn't, he said he would try.
You'd really have done that? Or were you just saying it? Some Valians, that's just how they make their point.
I don't expect you to understand, but I was 12. My body was changing in many ways. Being the only girl, the only godlike girl at the academy was unbearable.
You don't have to justify anything to me, Palagina.
Agrasima. Giacomo was not able to remove the chime, but he was able to sever it. When it happened, I blacked out. I did not wake for 2 weeks. The Brotherhood ejected him from the academy for ruining their pet godlike. They assumed I would die. I did not. Over time, I lost most of my feathers. The shape of my nose changed. It was not enough to make me fully Galbandra, but it was enough to keep me from wanting to die. When I looked in a mirror, what I saw was not a godlike, not something to be paraded around. It was me. Finally, me.
I don't have the Metaphysics 6, that's the problem. I'm glad someone's able to help you, or try flirting with her. Let's just flirt with Paladina. You are beautiful just the way you are.
Do not get ridiculous ideas. You will only embarrass yourself.
She makes a shooing motion with her hand. Her sour expression softens a moment.
Apologies, but I do not want you to have the wrong idea. I respect you, Watcher. In the Deerwood, we were companions. For better or worse, that relationship worked. I want this to work too. Per Blanca, respect me and my vocation.
She nods politely in your direction, briefly closing her golden eyes.
Anyway, now you understand why Giacomo is important to me. If we can speak to him inside the tower, I would be grateful.
Right, okay, but just give me a second. Oh, hang on.
Clothes lately. Just realized why.
Why? It wouldn't happen to be on account of my lantern, would it?
I know you think it's funny, but the moths are so big here.
It's a divine light, meant to cut through the darkness. Of course it's gonna draw the biggest ones.
Well, some of my pants wouldn't be polite to wear them in public anymore.
Right, what the ship? Oh, so this means I can select what ship I want. Okay. Now, I don't have any ships other than the one, so... Right, so I can change my party members up now. So we can dismiss Yuti and we'll take in a backliner, and it'll be Alof or maybe Edwin. Alof will do though, because he's already set up. Edwin isn't, and I'm gonna have to check out what's going on with Yuti. Her quest should be completed by now. Right, so you can stay. And I'm going to have to check the lineup as well. We'll make sure everybody's lined up the way I want them to be lined up. I'm going to have to go with the 4. A 3-1-2 or a 4-2 formation to make sure all the frontliners are at the front. Yes, I want Palagina up at the front with me. And she's there, Maya, and yeah, that'll do. Right, let's go ask about Giacomo. 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 Right, follow on.
Come to watch us work? It's not as exciting when we're running through calculations.
We're looking for another man named Giacomo.
Giacomo? Ak, I know him. He has a little laboratory for himself down in the gullet. His speciality is godlike. Claims he can detect them in the womb. Giacomo rents a room in Ecosi, the Hole, which is that grimy tavern down below. Why he seeks to bury himself, you will have to ask him yourself. Not many animancers down there, so he should be easy to find, if they haven't stolen all his equipment. Or at Ogori. What can I do for you?
What you working on here?
Glad you asked, amico. Very glad. We're very excited about the work here, and we are always looking for volunteers. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a Watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing.
Oh, I got a science check. Yes, I get your science check. Anything for the advancement of science.
Ah, you are cut from our cloth. Gelade. Always a pleasure to work with someone who understands what's at stake. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, nay? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented Cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment.
Your theory is sound. I've used the Adra to track someone before.
Oh, good. You've done some experimenting on your own. A curious mind is a happy mind, I say. Can't mope about ghosts all day. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a Watcher, for instance.
You won't use my connection to Adra. I could target a specific pillar.
Precisely right. We've had luck with shorter jumps, but those were as much spellcraft as science. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
Sorry, which was the exciting part? I may have missed something.
The next pill is due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry. We paid the farmers.
What if something goes wrong?
There was that fellow that jumped a little too far over the edge.
Stop scaring our assistant.
Let's do this.
Velarde. Very well. You stand there. Ansel, the machine.
Fuck. Here we go. Let's go see the Emigrant.
All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't
what? You say that as I do it, probably. Animals these days. Tell me before I do it. Right, hello Emigrant. And Alof's just standing there like, dude, what have you done this time, dude? Right. So this one's fine, we'll have no trouble doing it.
If I feel cold, which part of me is doing the feeling?
Hello, can I destroy you? And Paladin's like, fuck you! I don't know which Paladin, what's your AI set? Yeah, Paladin aggressive, list order, yes. And you should be list order.
Of course.
Akira, a wave the size of a mountain. You up there, run!
We have to go. Can't. No, please.
There was no way to get him before he died. We ran down there at hyperspeed.
Of all my people, I am the last. I cannot die here.
Why not?
Chunks of our natural architecture have been torn from their roots, hanging still in the void.
What did you find, Ishi?
Akon. Every city of the Greylands, they will remember my name.
I like the way Paladins are standing right next to this thing and not giving a fuck. Ishi, will you get your ass in there?
I cannot hold out much longer.
Oh fuck, Palagina, can you heal yourself up, please?
Might as well be hitting the water.
After him.
Palagina, can you quickly go take care? Well, no. Maya, can you quickly shoot this fucker?
I got this, Captain.
Right. And expose his vulnerabilities at all.
You see that, Ishi?
Let's go.
Might as well be hitting the water.
Right, he's down. I notice he's got a lantern too.
I shall.
She tekasi bizu. Yeket tigewu tikiki.
Yeah, Tikiki. Yikiki. No.
The beast. The beast. Of winter.
A wall formed from tessellating blocks of bismuth rises before you, and from out of that wall juts a face at least a mile high. The mouth hangs open and silent, shouts, eyes wide. A damp, frigid wind screams between the rocks. It carries whispers in its wake and chills you to a core.
What have we here?
The voice of Rimagun rumbles from the stone.
A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you?
Well, I was helpful to you last time, so you could just be nice to me.
You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Barath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust?
I could be useful to you.
But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself. Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher.
The chill wind you first felt when you entered this place picks up. It becomes deafening cacophony, a shriek so loud and sharp that it might tear the very bones from your skin or shred your soul to cobwebs. Say nothing, stoic, wait, or do it already, let me taste oblivion. I'd be suicidal to him. Yes, be aggressive to him, no, say nothing, just say nothing, stand there doing nothing.
As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Barath. I will spare you that fate. For now.
say nothing more or be clever, I knew you wouldn't do it. No, just say nothing, just stare at him.
Now, the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again.
Fair enough, I can do that.
Of course you will.
I'm often Maya like that, because I'm being dutiful.
You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon. Eothas will usher in an age glorious in its brevity.
Yeah, that along with Jyoti's dreams should tell you something about what's going on in the game, but okay, I'm looking forward to it. Let's be diplomatic.
Perhaps when Berath is through with you, I will find a use for you myself. Rare is the mortal who understands me as you do. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
The voice fades to nothing, only the winds remain.
Great at parties, Rimmergon.
Right, I'm going to loot your realm dry first, Rimmergon, and then I'll leave. Oh shit, it's been 35 minutes. Oops, I forgot to end the episode, didn't I? Oh well.
Watcher, can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merlau, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still. Breathing, but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything?
Rimmergon sends his regards.
You had some kind of vision? A near-death experience?
No, I literally went to the Beyond and spoke to Rimmergon.
What was it like?
Cold, weird. While you speak, one of the researchers prods you out gently with a copper rod. You hear the device in his hand give a high piercing whine. Slap the rod away. The device clatters the ground. Amas looks at the back at you.
Are you feeling any heightened aggression?
I just don't like getting prodded.
Let's not harass our very patient friend any further.
Vaughn coughs under her breath.
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness. Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
Oh, I love experience to level up as well. Yay! So you can get his history up and his Arcana up. I want to keep Arcana higher than explosives, so yeah. But history is useful, so we'll put that up as well. Right, Wizard or Rogue? Riposte? No, he's not going to be on the battlefield. Too much, I hope. Wizard, what spell do I want from that? Well, I got Noxious Cloud, that'll do me. Bill's Will, Concentration. Yeah, Concentration. At the start of battle would not be a bad idea for Alof. And that way he can't be knocked off for his first spell. Oops, wrong button. Right, now can I